But yeah, so we're now permitted to drill about 2,000 meters. I mean, we've actually obviously located more than that, but we'll see how the program goes. It will be initially a reverse circulation program. So it's scout drilling, it's exploring with the drill rig.
Welcome back inside our proactive newsroom. Joining me now is Kim McLaughlin, the CEO of Royal Road Minerals. And Tim, it's good to see you again. How are you?
Good to see you, Steve. I'm well, thanks. Is that the
Good
actual
stuff.
weather in Vancouver?
It's a little gray, yes. That's the way it goes. But the good news is you've got sunny news for everyone, which is positive, and that is that you've secured your drilling permits for your project in Morocco.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, so it's taken a while. But yeah, so we're now permitted to drill about 2,000 meters. I mean, we've actually obviously located more than that, but we'll see how the program goes. It will be initially a reverse circulation program. So it's scout drilling, it's exploring with the drill rig, highly dynamic. So, lots of drill pads, less drill holes probably. And what we will be doing is using the portable XRF, which many of your viewers slash listeners will be familiar with nowadays, which is a machine that allows us to assay base metals as the coal goes down. So first drilling program on the project. So
Yeah.
it's literally exploring with the rig.
Yeah, and Tim, you secured the option on this last year, and now it's got to this particular point. Is this permitting a little longer than you were hoping for? Were you hoping to get it a lot quicker?
Yeah, we were hoping to get it a lot quicker. Yeah, I mean, right now, if you had an ailment and you tried to book an appointment with your doctor, it's almost impossible to predict when that will happen. It's just the way of the world, right? So, you can't bet on these things. You've just got to sit back, deliver whatever's required to the regulator, and go through the process. But yeah, it's there now.
Yeah, Tim, maybe just give us some thoughts on Aluana, I think it's called, is the name of the
Correct.
project, and just what why you initially wanted to get onto this project, and just the opportunity that you see here moving forward.
Okay, so initially, from a purely conceptual basis,
Yeah.
this is the target or the style of target that we're looking for. So what is that? So around granites, sometimes you get, and you can think of a granite as a balloon, I suppose, in placing itself in the crust. You get a reaction around the outside of it, and oftentimes following that reaction, you get copper and gold emplaced. And so that was the first thing. The first thing is we like the style, and then the second thing was that it was the geometry. It all comes down to geometry in the end. And what we liked about that was, so let's say if you think about emplacing those granites and fluids that are producing your copper and gold, and you've already got, or at the same time you're producing steep structures, so card deck type stuff, then you finish up just with veins. But if you've got flat type shears or bedding or schistosity, in this case it's schistosity, then you can trap the mineralization in subhorizontal stacked lenses. So that was our first observation was that, it's what we're looking for. It's a thermal Oriole system. And the second one, that we had the right geometry around it. Okay, and so now it's a case of, because it's a flat dipping or subhorizontal, so shallow dipping, more correctly, mineralization, we don't know how thick it is until we've drilled it. It doesn't expose. So now it's just a case of how thick it is. It's a really simple objective. There are some steep structures as well, and the objective there is to see how far the mineralization in the steep structures penetrates into the wall rocks. But really, the clincher is to try and prove a thick sequence of this shallow dipping stacked mineralization, layer cake style mineralization, basically.
Okay. Yeah, I get it. One last question, Tim. This is just I noted when I was reading about the project, it talked about some very small scale mining back in the early 1900s, as a matter of fact. Was there any information about any of that work that was done? Are you able to secure any data at all from there in any way? I just was curious.
No, we aren't. They're old French workings, as we understand from the records.
Yeah.
And all we know is that they were going for copper. It was copper that they were particularly because it's a polymetallic system, so it's not just copper
Yeah.
in the mineralized system. But really, no records that we could find, anyways.
Interesting. All right, Tim. Well, I'm excited to see what comes out of this drill program. Congratulations on the permit. We look forward to our next conversation with you. Okay.
Thanks, Steve. My pleasure.